Hello, and welcome back to Women for Wealth. Today I want to talk about the insurance trap. Insurance is something that everybody needs for something that they can't afford to replace. And by the way, that's my definition of when I buy insurance. If it's something that is so expensive that I couldn't replace it, then I'm going to get it insured. Vehicles, properties, all of those need to be insured. Your washing machine, your refrigerator, your TV, y'all don't get insurance on those. Those are a waste. If your TV goes out, the deductible on your insurance is probably going to be more than you can afford anyway. So just hold up, save, and buy a replacement. But don't give insurance money to people for no reason. It seemed what did I get the other day? I bought a mouse, a little $20 mouse. And they're like, do you want to insure that? No, I don't want to insure a $20 mouse. But I'm sure there are people that say, yeah, I want to insure it. Well, don't do that. You're going to throw your money away. So let's talk about how we're going to save money on the insurance we are going to buy. Because you've got to have car and you've got to have property insurance. So here's the deal. A lot of insurance companies hook you in with a nice low rate the first year. It looks great. You feel like you got a deal. You scored. Everything's great. Then the renewal comes and boom, it jumps up. And not a little bit. Sometimes it's 10, 20, even 30% increases. Why? Because they're banking on you being too lazy to go out and get a deal and to go through the hassle of switching. They know most people won't bother to shop around every year. It's a business strategy and it works. It works for them. Most people will not take the time and effort to just get 3 competitive quotes once a year on your insurance. And you know what? That is costing you money. So take a little time, prioritize, and get some competitive rates. Shop around every year. Even if you don't switch, getting quotes gives you leverage. You can always go to your insurance company and say, you know what, I've been with you. I enjoy your product. I want to stay with you. But this company sent me this quote and I can save X amount of dollars per year. Can you do anything to help me out or can you match it? Sometimes they will, but you'll never get a yes unless you ask. You have to ask. Call your provider and ask, are there any new discounts or if they can beat their best quote? I had this with Verizon. So I use Verizon for my personal and my business accounts. Employees don't like change. They don't. So I try to minimize it for them. I try to keep everything the same as much as I can. And so instead of changing cell phone companies every year to try to get the lowest rate, I go back to Verizon every year and I say, Andre, he's my account rep. I say, hey, Andre, are there any specials? Is there any way I can save money? Are there any discounts that I didn't apply for that I could apply for now? I don't just auto renew without asking the question because a lot of times you can get some discounts. It doesn't take an hour, takes maybe 30 minutes once a year, and it could save you hundreds of dollars. So don't fall for the teaser trap. You're smart. You work hard for your money. Let's make sure that your money's working hard for you and it making insurance companies rich. So let me know in the comments. Have you ever been surprised by a rate hike? Did you switch? I want to hear your story. I want to know what you think about this. We want to get wealthy as quick as possible. And you can't get wealthy if you're making somebody else rich by paying insurance that you don't need or paying higher premiums just because you didn't ask and didn't try to negotiate. So let me know. What do you think? Is 30 minutes once a year worth a couple of $100 a year? I think it is. Until next time, I wish you health and wealth.